downtown this evening when I heard music echo through the night. The same old songs that I heard the night before. So I started running so I wouldn't be too late. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. When I got close, my heart was pumping to the beat that was blasting through the night. And on the street, the crowd was jumping, singing songs and dancing through the night. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. I can't believe we're dancing in the street. All I ever wanted was to get close to you. Now I'm burning up in your atmosphere. I can't feel my feet while we're dancing in the street in the neon light. With the music on repeat all through the night. And when the music started to fade out, the first rays of sunlight lit up your eyes. Oh, how I wish this night would never end, so we can keep on dancing. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. I can't believe we're dancing in the street. All I ever wanted was to get close to you. Now I'm burning up in your atmosphere. I can't feel my feet while we're dancing in the street in the neon light. With the music on repeat all through the night.
Well, hello. The music's gonna start again. No, it's not. I did it, everybody. I timed it at the right time. Now, please let me know that you can hear me because I have moved things around. So give me a thumbs up, first of all, that you can hear me. And then that way I can keep going. Hello, Steph. How are you? Angela, everybody is here. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Hi, Planeret. Angela, thank you. And I hope you are doing great. Volume is good. I'm a little bit far away from the mic. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. Make sure that it's all good. Now, yes, today for me, it's the 27th of May. For a lot of you, it's 26th of May. And let me just see what I'm doing here. And let me see if this works. Tell me if this works, everybody. Hip, hip, hooray. Happy birthday, Steph. I'm wishing you a very, very happy birthday today, the 26th of May. I hope you're going to be or have celebrated a beautiful day with loved ones. So happy birthday to you. And my confetti works. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. There we are. I hope you love that confetti. It worked. Yes, yes, yes. Happy birthday. Now, when I was just screaming there, I hope it's not too loud and everything is good. Okay, I've got a confession to make. I am very, very tired. I don't think I haven't slept because so we went away. My husband and I went away for the weekend for a friend's 50th birthday. It was in another state here in Australia. So we went on a 3.5 hour bus ride to there and then to 3.5 back there today, or well, yesterday, Sunday. Arrived at 2:30. I think I had a little bit of a no, I don't know. I had a nap on the bus, but I don't think I had a nap after when we got home. And then I hadn't been in my planner area, my planner desk for a whole weekend. I looked at it and I went, you know what? I think I want to change things around. And since 10:30 p.m. and it's now 5:30. What's that? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 hours. I moved the desk around. I moved everything around. This wall, you couldn't see this wall. This wall was used to be the one you saw. So I took everything off the wall and then put it back on the wall. There's holes that that I've covered up. There's things that I've painted, a little bit of little paint on things. Paint came off the wall. So if I somehow lose my mind, if I lose track of what I'm trying to say, please forgive me, because I wouldn't be surprised if I fall asleep halfway through. But no, regardless, the show must go on, because I am here for you, my dear plannerettes, and I am hoping that you are here with me and keep me awake. Oh, it looks so cute. Yes. So I'll explain once I've got everything sorted. I'll explain what everything is, because I do have some new things up here. So I got gifted those, but I'll talk more about those or maybe on another show or live. But I want to get to the plan with me. So let me see if I can get this and time it beautifully. Yes, I did. Okay. I have another confession, second confession for today. I am just really, really all over the place at the moment when it comes to planning. I have so many new goals. I have so many new things I want to track. I'm learning so many different things with regards to planning and goal setting and just a lot of different things, both for home, personal, as well as the content creation and YouTube and Instagram. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to try and get my head together. So at the moment, I may be playing around with a lot of planners. As you know, last week I went through my traveler's notebook regular, and then I saw this little planner that I've had. This is the Filofax Domino Soft in the color Orchid. So I bought this pre-loved from eBay, and I think this was my very first A5 size planner, ring planner. And so I became a little bit nostalgic and I went, oh, I miss you. And then this little key thingy here, I made it myself. So it's a little macrame, wrapping ropes around things. And so maybe one day I'll show you how I did that as well. So yes, very, very all over the place. But like I said, each and every time I'm just making that one step closer to the goal setting I want. So I wanted to go back to A5. So this is where we're at. So let me just quickly have a look. I saw someone come in. Hello, Sharon, Snazzy Vegan Life. Plannerettes, love that. So for those of you that don't know, Snazzy Vegan Life is Sharon. She's one of my content creation friends. And so make sure if you don't have to be even vegan. enjoy the beautiful videos that she puts with regards to different recipes. So she just recently actually uploaded a pickled red onion. I love red onions and I love pickles. So that was, and then I think she shows you different combinations. So make sure, thank you so much for joining in, Sharon, and I do appreciate it. So look, I'm going to get right into it. So today I have moved back into my A5 size planner, and in it I have gone and printed out the last week of the V3 planner bundle. And then so I quickly had a look at an old printable that I had. So this one here has lots of May in the shape of the M. And so for June, I'll have one, and I'll have that available in the shop soon. And I just did a cute little, what flower was that? Daisy? It just, I just did whatever I needed to do to get myself ready for May. So in this planner bundle, I have the calendar. So I rewrote my calendar. Yes, I did rewrite it. But you know what? With my head all over the place and all buzzing around of all the things I want to do, need to do, got to do, it was a great form of self-care. That focus on something, laying down the washi tapes, laying down the number stickers. It was a great way for me to just slow myself down, slow it down, Marianne. So I rewrote my May calendar, and I also did my habit tracker. So this I took from, I think, where was I keeping my habit tracker for first part of May? In my traveler's notebook regular. I think I've taken it out of my traveler's notebook planner and I put it somewhere. So, but I just rewrote everything out and just again, used my colorful markers. So these are the Pilot Fiction colors. So these are got from my campaign that I did with them in January. So I thought, you know what, let's use that. And because I have also, again, partnered up with them for this month. So I don't know if you saw that. I'm doing the Pilot Fiction. So I thought, you know what, I need color. I need the big planner size. So I've got my habit tracker. I've got my mood. Technically, this is not a sleep tracker because I haven't been tracking my sleep. So I've marked it as my steps tracker. So as you can see, I'm all over the place with my steps as well. I want to make sure really, it's probably not going to be a really good, but keep that as flat as possible or consistent. But at the moment, I've got so many things I'm doing. And you're probably going, Marianne, what's wrong, darling? You seem to be all over the place. And trust me, there's some sort of calm within the chaos. So I thought, you know what, we'll get going. Now, I don't know if you saw the video that I made. And for those of you that are new to my channel, hello, how are you? Make sure you comment in the chat. If you are here live, let me know where you're tuning in from. And of course, if you are watching on replay, let me know if you have any questions at all. So I did do a video on how I made these clear divided tabs using laminating sheets, and then I just used these tab stickers from Carpe Diem, and then I just used my label maker to label each one. So then for here I've got my habit tracker, my well-being, my weekly gratitude log and victory log, and so I'll show you, but I'm going to remove them for a second because they do shine on you. So let me just quickly check the chat. You're rocking and rolling. Boggles my mind how you produce such awesome content so consistently. I think it's the thing that's keeping me sane, Sharon. So that's probably why. So it's just when you know you have something that you can go back to and then that allows you to focus, do that. So for me, it's my planning. So it's also a great thing that it is also what I do and the content I create. But if I was love gardening, I'd do that. Or if I'd love sewing, I'd do that. So whatever it is that you yourself know that can center you, that can keep you calm, that you can focus on, do that, because I assure you Not only is it a stress relief exercise, but it's a great moment to be present. So when they talk about being mindful, it's actually being about present in the moment, not worrying about the past, not thinking about the future, just allow something to you can focus on. So Sharon, I think the reason why I am able to consistently do these planning things is it's also something that brings me joy. And isn't it fabulous that I get to share it with you guys as well? So that's why it is. So, yes, definitely check it out, Steph. So, Steph says, actually, I was thinking quite the opposite. How awesome for you to be filled with such great inspiration to explore and creative. Yes, that too. But like a lot of us, I'll have my self doubt. I have my limiting beliefs. I was crying last week, but then, as Steph knows, our plan with purpose 8-week transformative journey course that I did earlier, and then I'll re-release in June or July. It's about knowing the tools and when to use them, because we actually all know what we need to do. But you know what happens? We don't know what to do when we're in low moments, when we're filled with doubts, when we have that inner voice going, well, are you really that good? Look at that person over there and doing that comparing. So it's good to have a planner that allows you, especially a habit tracker that allows you to go, I'm feeling lost. What do I need to do? Oh, yes, that's right. I've written it down. When I was in the pocket of knowing what I need to do, I have planned for moments when life happens. So when life happens, we go, okay, it's happening, but I'm going to go and work through my habits. So that is why habit tracking and knowing what you need to do for those moments that you just feel lost, it's really important that you have something to focus on. So thank you, ladies. I love it. Yes. um Sharon says, you're such a sweetheart. Yes, those pickled red onions are delicious. Anyone can enjoy, vegan or not. Exactly. So, I mean, I know she said that you can eat it, pretty much as soon as it's cooled down. I do that. I pretty much eat the whole jar. So Sharon's got the a really good recipe. But I digress. So today, what I want to do is I want to go and plan, because that's what we're here for, planning with me, my well-being spread. So this is one of the favorite planner printable download from my shop. You can get it on its own. So if you just want to try this on its own, or you can have it as part of the bundle. So the bundle, this is normally it's just a dotted page, so you can create your own. It'll have a calendar, it'll have a habit tracker, mood and sleep trackers. It has a well-being planner spread, as well as a weekly vertical columns. And then you get 5 of these. So one, and then second week, so you'll have enough for 5 weeks for a full month. And in the back, you've got a dotted grid that you can write gratitude log. Because, of course, writing down what you're grateful for and focusing on the good stuff means you can see more of it. So whatever you focus on, that's what you'll see more. So if we start to look at the negative things all the time, we'll see all the negative things, right? So it's important that we have gratitude log. But you can get this on its own well-being planner spread, and then also the weekly 2-page spread you can get on its own. But let's go today. I'm going to go and complete the rest of the well-being planner page. So I've already done the headings using my friction Pilot Friction Colors pen. And the great thing with these is the friction is you can actually, if you make a mistake, there is a rubber tip right at the end there. And then look, it disappears. Gone. Gone is the marker. So the ink with friction will actually, you're not erasing it, you're just lightening it. It's like it just disappears with friction. So some fancy magic ink on that. So I've done that, and then I just used a Pilot G2 pen to outline the edges, and just some stickers that I've got, square lime design, Kina prints, and I think I just printed that one out myself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the planner so then I can plan a little bit better, and then zoom in. So on this side of the page, I have areas of focus, and I have 7 lines for 7 key areas of focus based on Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life. So he says try and do things within the 7 key area of focus, and in no particular order. It's spiritual, mental, physical, finance, career, social, and family. Right. So make sure that you're trying to do something in each area, at least, consistently throughout the week. And then, so for me, I'm going to write down, I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to use my color coding. So let me just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So green is for my meditation. Blue is for my reading. Pink is for my workout. And then this light green here, I'm going to use for tracking my expenses. And then I'm going to, this one is connect. So whether I'm calling, DMing, FaceTiming, Zooming friends and loved ones. And then I'll do this one, the purple, I'm going to do clean. So, I want to try and do about 10 minutes of daily cleaning, just quick tidy up. So then I'm not having to spend the weekend, hours trying to clean. We only live in a small flat. So it's not a lot of cleaning up, but what happens is our environment also can affect our mood and the way we react to things. So if you're like me and you're stumbling over things, or there's mess everywhere, and you can get your crankiness or your anger from 0 to 100 when something's just then it's important that your environment also is clutter free. So mind free, also environment free. So for this one, the key area of focus, so I'm going to meditate. So I do that using the Headspace app. And then here I'm going to read for 15 minutes, Now, if you are just starting out writing your habits, it's good to try and write it. Make sure there's a verb in it, or like a doing word, and make sure it's like a full sentence. So then that way, you know exactly what you need to do. So then when you're like, all over the place, you could go, oh, I just got to read for 15 minutes. The next one is workout. So for me now, I just do write it short, because I write it in my daily planner. Oops, that's too close now. So I write it in long form in my daily planner. So I'll write it out. So, but for this one, if you are starting with habit tracking, try and write it out in long form with a verb as well. So the next one is track expenses. Track my expenses, so then I know exactly where my money's going. This one is connect, so connect with loved ones. So if I haven't, talked to someone, or I haven't touched base with someone yet, I make sure I do that. And then tidy up for 10 minutes. So this, I will put the timer on. And then this one is for career, or my, my content creation is, I want to make sure that I have actioned my top priority, or my 1 to 2 top priorities of the day. Top priority And then what I do is throughout, so let's say today, let's say I've done doing meditation, I've done meditation, and if I complete it, I can just then see how this planner insert has all these little tiny circles, grade circles. So then that way it's a little guide for you. You can either cross it off, you can just do a tick, you can, create little boxes. It's up to you. So I'm just going to erase that because I haven't done that yet. Okay. And then what I do is throughout the day, I will just go down. So I normally do this probably at the end of the day because I do also have it in my habit tracker, and I'll also write it in my daily. Now, that may be overkill for some people. Marianne, you have it in your habit tracker, you have it in your well-being spread, and then you also write it down in your daily spread. Yes, sometimes this is what I need. It's important for me that I have it as obvious as possible because I know myself that I can get so low, I can get so down on myself that I'll sit on the couch and I'll stay there for number of hours, and then I'm going to feel guilty that I haven't done anything. And guess what? That will then exasperate the anxious moments, the anxious thought, the self-doubt. So for me, I know I try and get as much prompts as possible until I get better at it. And I think that's why I think it's Sharon said, how come I can turn up all the time? It's because I have these things. It's like I have someone going, hello, meditate. Hello, you said you wanted to read. Hello, you need to work out. So if I don't have this open, I have my daily planner open. I have my habit tracker open. So I even sometimes have it on my phone as well to remind me, because I know in those moments of doubt, in those moments, it's one of those things that I can get stuck in my own head. And so the great thing too is marking these as complete is a dopamine hit for me. It's something I enjoy. It's like a little form of reward that, yay, I get to mark off something else. You know how sometimes if you don't have anything, if you haven't written a task in your planner and you've completed it, you'll actually go and write it down just so you can mark it off, because that releases those happy hormones, those dopamine hits. It's saying, hey, it's triggering your brain that goes, hey, she likes doing this. Let's do this again. So then there is that habit loop. You trigger, you do the routine, you reward yourself, and then you'll want to do it again, right? So that's why I try, I do have it in a couple of places to just help remind me. Okay, so this one here is the Wheel of Life. So I'm going to color this in a little bit later. So each of these little pie segment represents one of these key areas of focus. So I color this in based on how I did last week. So let's say I only meditated 3 days out of 7 last week. I'm going to look at it and go, why did I only do 3 days? Oh, because I was away over the weekend. Or maybe it's like I only did 3 days because I didn't feel like it. Okay, make sure, Marianne, to make sure you're focused. Maybe you might want to do a little bit more this week. So then you get to see on the pie chart how well, which areas you need to focus on in the new week. Okay, so then and then I also hear sleep. I want to try and track sleep. I am still all over the place. It's one of these things at the moment that I know that I'm not as good at, meeting my target of at least 6.5 hours of sleep, but I do nap in the day. So, it's a little consolation that I do that. On the Wellbeing Planner spread, the next bit here is I also have a tracker for other wellness stuff. So this can include drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water. It also, another wellness is no spend. So this one, no spend, I'm going to put here because people go, how can you not spend anything on stationery? So these are more, want rather than need, a no spend. So in particular for May, I did give myself a no spend May on stationery. So also, I know for me, spending and buying and with the, retail therapy is one of the things that can make myself, like I try and reward myself that way, but then I can go overboard. And then, of course, if you put yourself in any financial burden, we know money is a cause of stress if we're not managing it well. So even though, like I try and give myself, oh, Marianne, it'll be great. It's going to be good for your, content creation. But I know I probably don't need any more pens, any more planners, any more, even like tech stuff for my YouTubing. So it's really important that I also put no spend on there just to, you know, keep a little bit of a control over my spending. Other wellness stuff is getting myself outside to get some sunshine, writing in my victory log. So that means, let's look for a win in the day. Sometimes we are so overwhelmed with the things that's going wrong that we forget the wins. And the wins doesn't have to be like major wins, like big awards. It's just the little things, maybe someone smiled at you at the, at this grocery store because you were smiling back, or you were able to help someone, if they drop something, or a mom, whatever it is. Try and look for wins in your day, because as like I said earlier, when you focus on the wins and what you're grateful for, you are going to spot them more often than not. But then it's the other way. If you're going, oh, woo me, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Why haven't I? Why aren't I further ahead? That's what you're going to see. So make sure, for me, one of the things I want to try and get better at is looking for the wins in the day. I like the reward approach, getting better at it bit by bit with a little help from friends. That's right, exactly. And that's what community and support from friends is also very, very important. It's one of the things, that's why I have Connect, you know, on there is one of the top priorities, is because it is so important to reach out, to help someone else too. So it's really, not only are you asking for help for yourself, but also helping someone else actually will give you that dopamine hit. And make sure that you have a community. I know Steph and I have a chat, Sharon and I have a chat. And so it's important you find your circle of friends, circle of community, a book club, a hobby, a gardening group, whatever it is. Find yourself a community that will understand, or just, you don't have to share all your personal stuff with them, but it's just that communication, because humans are actually, our brain is built to be still in that caveman days, like to be in a tribe. Because what happens is, if we're not getting along with our community, or we're not being part of a community, back in the caveman days, is you get thrown out of the community. Now you got to go fend for yourself, and you might get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. So our brain is still in, that's why we like the likes. We're looking for that validation. We're looking for, having friends, because our brain is still, made the way to be accepted. So the other thing that I have, can't remember. Oh yes, that's right. Try and get 5,000 plus steps. So they say try and do 10K at the moment, because I homeschool and I am here at home doing content creation. Trying to get myself outside is one of the things I'm trying to get better at. And so I've got some other things that I see. I haven't used this well-being planner page for so long. I've forgotten all the other things that I normally would write on there. So I'll do some other. Oh, yes, that's right. Eat fruit. Fruit. make sure I'm eating my fruits and getting at least, is it 2 fruits a day or is it 5 fruits a day? Isn't there like 2 fruits, 5 veggies? Those who know that little nutritious stuff, let me know, and I'll pop something else at the bottom. I'll remember once I once I probably get off the camera. Okay, now on the other side of the well-being spread is my morning journal. So let me first write out the date. So what's today? Today's the 27th. So let's put that in there. 27, 28. Can you believe it'll be June at the end of the week? 28, 29. So, Steph, let me know. What are you doing to celebrate? 29, 30. 30. And I know in the US it's your Memorial Day holiday weekend. Is that correct? Let me know. So I'm sure that's why we have less people on today because everyone's out celebrating or doing whatever the holiday. Is it 31? 31 days have September. Whoop. See, I made a boo-boo there. So we can quickly erase that. Look at that. No one will know you made a mistake. And then 1, and then 2. There we go. And then I'm just going to use I'm going to go and get my book back because this this is a draw liner and it is quite soft. So trying to write with a pen, it's too soft and it might go through. So then I just outline my colored numbers just to make them pop on the page. And then there we go. So Steph says it's Memorial Day, so most things are packed and busy. Today I'm just here with y'all, and they're spending the day setting up my journal. Perhaps walk my dog as well. Yes, I know you. Steph has a dog, and so sometimes I miss having a dog. We had my younger brother, and I had dogs when we were little, but yeah, we just live in an apartment, and at the moment, my younger son, is not too keen when there's dogs and puppies around. So of course, we don't want to add any more pressure. Am I running out of ink? I think I am. All right, let me see if I've got. Do I have another one somewhere? All right, so we'll go and I'm going to go. Let me see where I have it. Oh no, see, I've moved things around, so now I don't have the spare. I'm going to use my friction clicker instead. So that's all right. See, you just make do with what you have. And then just outline that. Okay, so for my morning journal page, what I'll write in these 2 lines. So see, it's just nice, quick in the morning. So it's a great way for you to acknowledge your feeling by writing a morning journal. So what you do is you ask yourself, how do I feel? I feel sad. I feel happy. I feel frustrated. I feel excited. I feel nervous. I feel anxious. Acknowledge your feeling. Those feelings are neither good nor bad. It just is. It's a little message to yourself that you're feeling this way because of something, because of an event, because of a person, because of a situation, because of a season, because of, monthly stuff, right? So it's just a way to say, I'm feeling this way because by acknowledging how you feel, you're in a great position to proactively respond to it rather than react. So if you know you're feeling frustrated today because someone made you angry at work yesterday, yes, of course you're going to feel angry because someone made you upset, or someone didn't do what they're supposed to do, or I'm feeling happy today because I'm here celebrating with Stephanie her birthday. Yay! How great is that she's spending time with me on her special day? That makes me so happy, right? So it's a great way for you to acknowledge how you feel. And by writing it down, you get to see it down on paper. You get to separate yourself from it, and you're more able, like I said, to respond to it. And so then you ask yourself, okay, for today, what can I do to make myself feel better? So, of course, if you're happy, what else can you do to make yourself feel better? If you're frustrated, what can you do today that will alleviate that frustration? Or do you need to sit with that emotion for a little bit and just let it sink in? Let you process it. Give it time to just, be frustrated for a little bit, be angry for a little bit, be sad for a little bit, be anxious for a little bit. Okay. And so, if what you need to do is, today I'm going to take a couple of hours off and just sleep in, or I'm just going to work on my journal, or I'm just going to go for a walk, or I'm going to cook something. And then after that, I'm going to look at my habit tracker and just look at the next step. That's it. Just look at the next step. And once you've done that next step, what's the next one after that? See, don't overwhelm yourself with too many things that you got to do. I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. Because guess what? Now your brain's going, too much. I can't do it. I'm trying to nurse my heart. I'm nurse my head, no, mentally and physically and spiritually. Just give me a little bit of room. And that's why writing it down is a great way for you to see it. Because you know how when you see it, then you can go, yes, of course I'm going to be angry. Okay, what can I do today to make myself feel better? And see how it's just 2 lines for this planner page anyway, but you can write it down for half a page. You can write a full page, however long it needs to take, however many words, however many lines, for you to just get it out of your head and just write it down. So my morning journal, it's one of the things that I really love doing now is acknowledging, more normally, like, for example, I'll be like, why am I feeling so confused today? Why am I feeling so lost? Why I feel like I'm at not at ease? And then I could go, well, Marianne, it's because there's so many things you want to do, and there's so many you want to already have achieved them, and so that's why you're putting so much pressure on yourself. So what you need to do today is just do one thing. Put on on your planner the top priority. So if nothing else gets done, you have won the day. So see, morning journaling is an important part of focusing yourself on the now. So I really, if you haven't been doing this yet, do some sort of journaling. So you may not have to even do the how I feel, why I feel that way, and what can I do to make myself feel better. Maybe you just need to just write out whatever's in your head. You could say it's 6 a.m. and I'm sitting at my desk and the weather outside is getting cold, and today I've got so many things I need to do, and I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with so many things. So and then now I'm getting frustrated. I'm feeling like I'm not good enough. I'm comparing myself to someone else. Write everything down. Did you ever write down when you were young, a love letter to someone, maybe an unrequited love? Oh, well, I'm so sad. But then you never send it. I used to do that. I would go, dear John, I wish that we could be together, or whatever it is. But then I never sent it, but I felt better. So write it down. Make sure that it is something that you can do. Hello, Irene. Nice to see you. Hey, Irene, you've got a new avatar. I saw that earlier this week. Looking good. Thank you so much. And Budgeting Mama Irene is also on YouTube. And I'm seeing a lot more videos coming from her as well. Well done, Irene. That's so happy for you. Okay. So that's the morning journal page. And then what's really important, and this is a must, there is no exception. Take your breaks. Huh? What? Take my break? I'm giving you permission to take a break. And there are 3 types of breaks that you should be doing all at the same time. Okay? There's micro breaks. So those are 1 to 2 minutes, several times a day. So if you could just go, if you've been sitting at your desk, stand up, stretch, do all the stretching you need to do. Get outside, just open your door and just deep breath, 1 minute deep breathing. Clean the kitchen, maybe clean the sink, put something away, put in the dishwasher. It's important that you take micro breaks several times a day. They're just the 1 to 2 minute ones. And then you should also take, so this one here for this page, these would be your micro breaks, because as you can see, it's, every day, and there's again 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. So whatever breaks you need to take, make sure you do that. So the other breaks you should take is a meso break. A meso break is a break that you take 1 to 2 hours off a week. So whether you just go out for a walk, Steph, when you say you're going to take the dog for a walk, if you normally just take for half an hour, maybe make it longer and just an hour or 2 hours, and just all go to the shops. I know Sharon loves going to Trader Joe's, and so but do that more, not so much as part of your content creation, maybe just browsing the different aisles and having a look at the fruit and vegetables and getting inspiration. Because what happens when you're taking a break, when you're not actually focused on something, that's when the good ideas come in, right? So important to have those meso breaks as well. And then the other kind of breaks that you should take so you are not burning yourself out is what's called macro breaks. So macro breaks are those half to a day off once a month. So whether you go on dates, you go on a little hairdressing thing, mani-pedi, just window shopping, going and doing a knitting, do whatever it is, half to a full day off once a month. And these are not your normal weekend stuff. This has to be an intentional half to full day that's just for you. Not taking someone else, to their soccer practice or whatever, or piano lessons, or driving someone, to the airport, or whatever it is. Make sure it is something for you. And so it's important that these type of breaks get scheduled in, because if they're not written down, they're not going to get done. So then that's why even things like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even though, Marianne, I have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But by writing it down in your schedule, what happens is you see it and it says, oh, I need to take a lunch break. So then you're building that habit muscle of taking a break. But make sure you take micro breaks as well. And it's important to do it, in between a session. So 25 minutes of working, take 5 minutes off. Or when you finished a chapter or you've done something, just stop, put your timer on, kitchen timer, watch timer, phone timer, and just Deep breathing through your nose, out your mouth. It'll slow the heart rate. It's going to tell your brain that there's no danger because the heart rate slows down. It's really quite good, because I tell my son to do that when he's getting overwhelmed or he's on the way to a meltdown. And then I go, hang on, why aren't I doing that for me? It helps regulate your heart rate. So it's really important. Steph says of Budgeting Mama, love your content, Irene. Been watching them. Yes, she's been doing some really great, consistent YouTubing. So well done. So I'm loving this. I'm loving all of us doing all these different things, taking the dog for a walk, Irene and Sharon, the Snazzy Vegan Live, doing YouTube videos. You guys are really doing a fantastic job, and you should know it, right? So if you're not celebrating it yourself, I am celebrating for you, because it's so great when my notification pops up, that little bell, and it's got a number on there, and I see a Budgeting Mama, I see Snazzy Vegan Life, and I see all the other content creators. Really important that this is, because it's something that you should do because you enjoy it, and then that you are providing value to the next person, just like you guys are providing value for me. All right, so with that in mind, let me write my breaks. Deep 1 minute breathing. Okay, this one is gratitude log. Remember, look for the positive things in your life and you will spot it more often. Did I tell you the story of back in when did we get it? I think 1988, 89. My family bought a new Toyota Camry. It was a silver one. And my brother, who's 4 years younger than me, so back then, how was I? 13? And he would have been 9? 9? What's 13 minus 4? 9, yes, 9. So 13, he was 9. And then after we bought the Toyota Camry, a silver one, guess what we spotted? Toyota Camrys all over the road. Oh, there's our car, there's our car, there's our car. Oh, that's our car, Toyota Camry. It's not as if suddenly Toyota Camry cars started driving on the road. It's just that's what we started to focus on. So see how, or if if you have a red car, you'll start to see red cars. So important that you write what you're grateful for. Oh, I'm grateful for the heater, that I can turn it on when it's too cold, or grateful for the air conditioning, that I can turn that on when it's too hot, right? I'm grateful for the food. There's fruits in the fruit bowl. So then, if I get hungry, I could snack on that. I'm grateful for the chips and snacks and cookies in the cupboard. So it doesn't have to be, the gratitude log doesn't have to be the, grand things. It's the little things as well. I'm grateful the bus was on time, those things. So really important. Gratitude log. And then I think I'm going to put here, stretch. That's it. Stretch. Get up and stretch. And then again, another deep 1 minute breathing. So you might go, Marianne, why have you got to deep breathing twice? Because I know in the afternoon I get all, anxious. Again, gratitude log. So you can pick whatever micro break you want to do that will help calm you down, will help you recharge, reset. So pop them on your take a break. So whether you have a Wellbeing planner page like mine, or even just a little post-it note, put it on your computer or wherever you're always seeing it, in front of the fridge if you cook all the time, so it's always there, and a little reminder. Have you written something you're grateful for today? You don't have to write it. Maybe sometimes you just go and sit there and go, I'm so grateful for my community that they turn up for me. You know, I'm so grateful for the people that join me, and so grateful I've met so many lovely people through my YouTube channel. Just that. And then if you have an opportunity to write it down, because why? You retain it more. By getting it out of your head and writing it down, you're thinking of it pretty much a couple of times. First in your head while you're writing it, and then when you're reading it. You retain it more. And what happens when we retain things? It's stuck in there. Oh, that's right. Happy thoughts. Okay, gratitude log. And then here, this one is tidy up my desk. Tidy up my desk. So that's in the evening before I go to bed. So then that way, when I wake up the next day, I have a nice tidy desk. Okay, so let's have a look. So let me put it together. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, so that's my Wellbeing Planner spread all ready for today, because here in Sydney, it's a Monday. And so once I get off the live stream, I'm going to do my meditation. I'm going to read. I'm going to try and work out, because I haven't been working out, track my expenses, and then the rest in the afternoon. And then also a little reminder of the things I need to do, like drinking water, trying not to spend. So if I see those emails pop up and go, well, 15% off from this stationery store, I'll go, hey, Marianne, no spend. Okay. Victory log, get outside. And then, of course, the other thing is morning journaling. So this morning I feel good, because even though I am so dang tired because I haven't slept, because I have moved things around in my little studio, in my little planner desk area, it's bringing me some joy. So I'm feeling great. So what do I need to do to make sure I feel good for the rest of the day is make sure to have some sort of sleep and catch up on sleep. And then, of course, might take a break as well. Now for my weekly spread, I have written already what majority of the stuff I need to do. So there's my 5:30 a.m. YouTube live, and then some payment coming through, create some pins for my Pinterest. So these are sort of like the top priority, and then all the ones below it are, excuse me for a second. Below it are things like do my 40 push-ups for the Push for Better challenge that I'm doing. So in the month of June, I'm doing I think from 5th of June to the 28th of June, in total 3,249 push-ups. So that is the amount of death by suicide in 2022 here in Australia. So I'm supporting, I haven't put it in the description, I'll make sure I put that there. I'm raising awareness and funds for, mental health awareness, and Lifeline is the organization that any donations that I do raise will go to. So they're free call that people can call if they're feeling low, and someone's there 24/7 to talk to. And so they're a really great organization. So that's my 40 push-ups. I'm building up to the 5th of June, so then I can try and do as much push-ups as I can. Cleaning the fridge, and then I got to do some doing a little course that I'm doing, and then I'm going to add on here a workout challenge that I have as well. So I'm just going to fill that up with all the different things. So again, very important, write things down. If you have to write things down more than once, do so to remind you, because sometimes I may leave the page here and then don't touch this planner until the afternoon. So it's really important to have the page open with all the things. So however you use your weekly spread, do it this way. And then what I do is so then I'm not overwhelmed looking at all the things I may need to do for the week. Is then I just write it down in my daily. And this is the traveler's notebook, passport size, and I have my printable in there. And so I just have what's today, Monday. There we are, 5:30 a.m. I need to redo one of my thumbnails for YouTube, and then I just got some projects I need to do, and then I've got my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and get outside as well. So I need all the help I can get. So I make sure that I do the best that I can. So these ones I have, I think I'll pop the link in the description. I don't know if I've added it. So it's just laminating sheets. These are Carpe Diem sticker pads. And then I just do a label maker. And so how I use them, is I pop them in the page that I have labeled. So I've got habit tracker, well-being, my weekly spread, and then my gratitude log. So the gratitude log I'm going to start in June here. So where is my gratitude log? There's my gratitude log, and then also my victory log. So this printable download is also available at my shop at marianecresp.com. So make sure if you want to print out your own printable download, you can do so by visiting my shop at marianecresp.com. I also have these printables tagged in the description, so products tag. So if you wanted to check it out yourself, you can, and they are available in A5 size, Happy Planner Classic, as well as letter size. Now that's it for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, I think here in the description, it's in there now, but here, once the video has processed, I will have the well-being playlist. So if you want to check that out, there's some really good stuff about, well-being planner spread, as well as mental well-being. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Steph. Have a beautiful, happy birthday. I will see you again soon. And if you are watching on replay, make sure to say hi in the comment section. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.